Colleen. Some of you know her, some of you don't, but we all have people in our lives that touch us in a way that we don't realize how much they're a part of our every moment and our support system until for some reason they're just not there anymore. And we don't get to plan for these things in life. This is life, and this is what we have to go through. And this right here, all of you coming together and showing support for a family who is hurting so bad in your neighborhood right now, is what community is all about. And I know from living in St. Louis, when I lived here, I made friends very quickly, and those friends to me will be with me no matter where I am, no matter what I'm doing. I have met people here that will stay in my world forever and be a part of my support system, and they make me feel like I can do anything. And Colleen was one of those people. Colleen and I used to hang out over here at Mocha Bees. I can only speak for myself. There's going to be so many stories because Colleen knew a lot of people and was a lot of places. But we would sit here and play Phase 10 and laugh. And Gwenny would be with us. I mean, I remember when I first met Gwenny, she was in diapers. And we would sit here and eat snackies and play cards and drink coffee all day and just talk about life and the things we've learned and the things we want to learn and the people in our everyday that mean so much to us. And one of my favorite things about Colleen is that she was just so silly. And I remember we used to spend, other than Mocha Bees, we spent a lot of time in her kitchen because that was the other fun place to be. We were always around food and coffee together, so we spent a lot of time in her kitchen too, dancing, and Gwenny would show us all of her princess outfits one by one, and you know, do her dance of the week, whatever it was. And if you knew Colleen, you knew that she was like maybe 4, 6, or 7. So she had this spectacular little step stool in her kitchen that she would just kick around everywhere that she needed to climb up onto something. And one of my favorite memories of her is just literally every time she wanted to get a coffee cup, which was often, she would kick that stool over and jump up like a monkey on me. She did not care. She was so silly, and she always made me laugh in that way. And so for that, I want to thank her. And for all the days that were so hard for me that I just didn't know what to do with myself, Colleen was one of the people that I called, and every single time she said, just come over. Just come over. What's wrong with you? You know, because it was always going to get better, and she knew that. And so I want to share that with all of you because right now it hurts so bad, and it's just so hard to think that she's not going to be in all of our regular places. She's not going to be at Mocha Bees, and she's not going to be at the Rooster, and she's not going to be out and about like she was so often, but she's going to be right here for each and every one of us. And so I just asked you tonight to pick some of your favorite memories of Colleen, and when something reminds you of her, tell that story. Tell it to whoever you're with and whoever you're around, and share Colleen as often as you can, because she was a beautiful spirit, and she reminded me how to be free. Every time I talked to her, and every time I saw her just do her thing with no regard. She always came from a good place, so it was never about hurting anybody, you know. She could be free and not hurt anybody's feelings about it. She was just that way. And I really respect that about her, and I adore that about her, and I'm going to hold that in myself for the rest of my life. At this time, I would like to ask if anybody has a story or a memory or would just like to say something to Colleen at this time. This is a really good time for us all to kind of bring this energy together and create a space to support our grief and support the joy that she brought us, and to carry on in her name, her spirit. Is there anybody that would like to speak about Colleen?